Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the stream, I guess. Took a break for our Final Fantasy raids, and now we're back here again because we actually made some very decent progress. Like, surprisingly decent progress on stream. So we're gonna keep trying. And maybe, if I can actually keep my focus this time and not be distracted by anything, we'll actually clinch that win tonight. But who knows? In any case, as usual, here is our starting Sciel, a level 15 Sciel with everything in agility, focus, foretell, searing bond, rush, seal, fate. Our pictos are these, going completely for speed here. I might just change this one out to roulette because I feel like roulette, it's a bit of a mixed bag, right? Sometimes roulette actually gives you like a lot of powerful hits. Other times it's just no, not really. The speed that you get actually helps quite a bit though. Considerably. I mean, it gives Golgra this one last turn, and the problem with roulette is that it's defense and critical, both things I don't really need right now. As for our abilities, passives, augmented counter, burning mark, and just a whole lot of solo ones at the moment. All capped out on Lumina points, so let's begin. Zan zan, Yaragura. My respecto. I've heard that so many times now.
I'm waiting. Take your shot. Try me. Time to strike.
Okay, what are we starting off with? Okay, it has to be focused. Focus foretell. Let's give us some stacks so that we can use it for damage.
Not today.
And then we just keep on going.
Full deck.
From here on, it's just a lot of Seal Fate spam. This will be our bread and butter DPS. And with a little bit of luck, it'll actually hit really, really hard during the important moments.
I'm waiting. Here we go.
It's really the last two hits that I'm always looking at when it comes to roulette. Like, if those last two hits are good, then it's almost always a gain, more or less. Oh, one more turn to make that roulette count. Not last two hits, but still good overall. Not so much for damage though. Or maybe so much for the counter damage. No, oh.
Take your shot.
Felt like I was temporarily blinded
Full deck.
there. Yeah, sometimes the particles, like you'll see like bouquet particles appear on the screen. But you can see them flickering right now as well, like little particles on the screen. And there are times when it'll actually get right in front of the camera. I think we just got flashbanged by one of those just a moment ago. Anyway, from this point on, we'll be using Rush to cut off one of Golgra's turns. So we have less counterattacks to deal with, and we are on the offensive.
Hey,
Let's play. We're getting a lot of marks there.
your fate is sealed. I'm waiting. Full deck.
Yeah, a lot of marks. 7 burns. Very nice. That'll give us 8. See if we can get the last 2 hits. 1 hit. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now it'll light that burn hit proc as well. Another proc. Well. Oh, okay. Unfortunately, we didn't get any marks or burns. Oh, we did get 1 burn, so we have a 9 stack. We're lucky that's going to crit for about the same amount of damage we can do in Twilight. But let's see if Sealed Fate can deliver here. Last 2 hits. And not too bad, I guess. See, that's the thing with the roulette. I'm always thinking about how much damage it's doing here. And sometimes that damage can really just push the fight forward considerably. You can also sort of think of it like an illusion of sorts, right? The way roulette functions is that it has a chance of either reducing your damage to 50% or increasing your damage to 100% on each hit. And the fact of the matter is that it's very much a coin flip, right? And the thing with coin flips is that the more coins you're flipping, the larger the number of times you're trying to flip it, the more it will come closer to its like theoretical maximum of 50% on each side.
Let's go.
Gotta make sure we're getting that additional damage from the marks and those additional AP points.
Try me.
I accidentally used one stack, huh? Okay. That is truly unfortunate. We're gonna lose some damage here. Thinking too much about stuff at the moment. It's better to focus.
Not today.
Like, if you guys are curious what I was thinking about, I was actually thinking of a mechanic. Like, not the repair mechanics, mind you. A mechanic at the end of M8S in Final Fantasy XIV, the current raid tier. The current raid tier. It's called Beckon Moonlight, and I've been trying to get that one down for quite a while. And the one before it, called Terrestrial Rage. It has been a bit of a confusing mechanic. It looks very simple on paper.
I'm waiting.
But then when you try to actually do it, it has quite a few permutations that can throw either you or your party off. And I've been on the receiving end of that one for quite a bit. The person being confused, I mean.
Let's gamble.
Let's gamble.
Let's speed things up. Not today. Take your shot.
Not even 25% of the first okay just yet. I should be generally okay for phase 1 as long as I don't lose my focus way too much. It's phase 2 I'm worried about. 32 deaths and we haven't quite solved the problem of phase 2 just yet.
Try me.
Oof, okay. Okay, nice damage there. The last two hits coming in clean. Kind of what you want to see when you have roulette equipped there. Let's...
Your fate is sealed.
Honestly, I can't think of a more appropriate character in the game other than Sciel to have the roulette picked up. Like, she already has some very Gambit vibes to her, so...
Take your shot. Let's play.
Let me wipe off my glasses for a bit. There we go. And now, we start the loop all over again. And try to maintain it for at least an hour.
Not today.
A lot with the burns or the marks.
Ready? Your fate is sealed.
Oh, what? Of course it's the impressive combo, but that one was completely on me. For some reason I did not press it. Like, I hesitated for a second longer than I should have. Okay, I guess we're starting all over again. I keep mentioning this on the stream each and every time, but it is the worst feeling when you're at like the middle of her health bar and you just get killed from an attack you've actually parried thousands of times. No, hey, I assume that's you, King, because you're about the only one who uses alerts at the moment. Hello there. So how is your occult crescent farming going? As you can see, I am beginning from the very start again.
Take your shots.
No, I mean, I know there are others on chat. It's just that you're the only one who likes to use the alerts to sort of mess up my flow, so to speak. You know, I jumped into Occult Crescent the other day, and I can completely see why. It is so addicting. Not just the concept of actually farming the place, but the idea of exploring that island is very appealing to me. I also noticed like a really good coat as a glamour in there. And it was for like 3,000 gold coins or something. Now that burn proc really just bringing in like a lot of damage. The one thing I've noticed, King, is that when Occult Crescent was released, a lot of people were like, okay, the game really needed this right now. Something for everyone to do. But now I think people are a lot more mixed. They're like, okay, it's one of the best things and the worst things to happen to Final Fantasy XIV. What classes are you focusing on? Because I'm starting with Monk at the moment, because I feel like it adds quite a bit of damage to tanks. And as you know, I usually play this stuff as a tank.
Your fate is sealed.
Some damage. One combo I need to keep focus on. So yeah, like, what classes? Oh yeah, you're actually trying to... You're getting the roulette chest, aren't you? The one that always rewards you a random item. That's probably why. Would you believe they've essentially pulled a gacha system on us right there with those chests? There's a normal spawn chest?
Try me. Not today.
Okay, I haven't done any of the critical energy games just yet. In case you're curious. I think the only thing I did in Aqua Crescent at the moment was go in, take a look around the island a bit, and level up Monk to like 2 or 3, and then just head out to M8S, as you know. Like, we've been prodding that one. Did I hit you? I should.
Try me. Take your shot.
So I just realized this the other day while I was watching your stream. Like, you asked me whether I could MT for you that day. And I don't think I can. It's actually because I realized your ST is a paladin as well. So if I tried to MT with you, you'd actually have 2 paladins, and that would lower your OB generation considerably.
Your fate.
And you ask me knowing that?
Take your shot.
I need to level up my other tanks.
I'm waiting.
It's not that I don't like Dawn Trail. It's Dawn Trail seems to have come out on a year. But there are so many good games. Like Expedition I'm playing right now, and just for the challenge of everything. But then even beyond that, like, so many good stuff. Like, I think this month, another game that I really like has been released as well, called Death Stranding. The second one, Death Stranding 2. So yeah. And we have no idea what we're gonna get tonight with Summer Games Fest. Like, there's rumors of that Final Fantasy IX remake in there. We are probably gonna see something from Bandai Namco that's anime. Capcom is there as well. We might see more Pragmata gameplay. Or maybe just a new title. Maybe Resident Evil 9 even. Very unlikely. But after their success, it is a good time to capitalize on it. That said, the thing with, like, after looking at the trailer of Pragmata, I distinctively got the feeling that it was actually very much Resident Evil in space. Like, you have a corporation that's very shady. You have a lot of hostiles out to kill you. And you're trying to find a way out. Just with a robot little girl helping you out. And the setting being on in a space station, if you know what I mean.
Take your shot.
So yeah, I don't think it's likely you're gonna get a Resident Evil 9 tonight. But if they wanted to capitalize on Resident Evil's success, I do believe it is a good time. Because I think a lot of people would be very excited. And yeah, we have Silent Hill F in there. If you are lacking horror. Which is also equally interesting, since we haven't had a Silent Hill in a Japanese setting, right? Or am I mistaken? Like, I don't think there's a Silent Hill in a Japanese setting just yet, unless it's portable. You want to try what exactly? Do you mean Pragmata or Silent Hill? Oh, Silent Hill. Well, if you haven't, King, I'm not sure you picked this up. Since I don't recall you mentioned it. And they had a very successful Silent Hill 2 remake released sometime back. I played it and it's like really, really, really good. They did the source material a lot of justice. Along with a couple of new endings. I mean, I always enjoy seeing you suffer when you're playing a horror game. There's something like very entertaining about watching other people playing a horror video game, right? Especially if jump scares get you. Silent Hill is a bit lower than that. I mean, the Silent Hill 2 remake doesn't have it as much, but it does have a few moments that are generally like, oh, it will get you.
Your fate.
I'm kind of surprised you didn't know about the remake, though. A lot of people are like really, really raving about it on release.
I'm waiting.
Because it was so good and all.
Not today. Let's play.
Like, I think a lot of people were expecting it to be somewhat bad, so they were all pleasantly surprised when that was not the case.
I'm waiting.
But yeah, directly after that Silent Hill 2 remake, we got the announcement for Silent Hill F, which is the one in the Japanese setting, and they finally released a trailer on that State of Play the other day. And I'm not quite sure where it's going. You can tell it's like following a psychological effect of the main character, right? Because there's a bit of drama going on between the two girls involved there. But one thing I can tell you is that the monster designs are really on point. I'm gonna need to see more gameplay though. Probably gonna get it regardless, because it's Silent Hill.
Your fate is sealed.
But yeah, we kind of need to see more of that gameplay. Like from the initial reveal trailers, I was expecting a very fungal sort of thing. Because it had a lot of flowers and blooms in the teasers and everything. But surprisingly, it had more dolls yesterday. No, not yesterday, day before yesterday on the trailer.
Your fate is sealed.
And very heavy Japanese symbolism.
I'm waiting.
But the one thing everyone is looking out for that, apart from that, is probably, like I said, the Final Fantasy IX remake. The Tactics remake turned out to be true. So yeah, I think like the moment the Tactics remake came out, I got so many messages from people like saying, okay, the 9 remake is the last one on that Nvidia leak from ages ago. That's the only one left. And now we're all wearing the clown makeup, as a viewer of mine was quick to tell me. We are all wearing the clown makeup in anticipation for Final Fantasy IX remake. Personally, I feel like they might actually show not 9. Okay, here's what I think will happen. If they show The most likely thing they're going to show here is actually going to be Bravely Default 2, the remaster, not 2, because it was released on the Switch, right? But if they show the... Oh, I am peeking a bit. Let me adjust that just slightly so that I'm not shouting in everyone's ear. Okay, if they show FF7 Part 3, a bit of FF7 Part 3, then I would say the FF9 remake chances are even higher, because right after that, they're probably going to hit you with the teaser, FF9 remake in the works, or something like that.
Your practice seal.
If you are a Square Enix fan, the other thing I suppose you can be looking forward to is probably Kingdom Hearts 4, right? A bit unlikely, as usual, but with Kingdom Hearts you can never tell.
Not today.
Lastly, what else were there? What other partners are there in the Summer Games Fest menu? I haven't actually checked. I've been very far away from the rumors, except for the Square Enix and Capcom ones, which people have been very eager to tell me about. So, I mean, if you guys know any rumors or anything, or have the companies around, we can all guesstimate for what we're gonna see tonight. So, resetting here, so we're gonna start off with a rush. Make sure I don't get too distracted here. You're still trying to defeat Golgra here. This is the one combo that I actually need to be careful of too, by the way. It's the impressive combo. I have died the most in phase 1 to that one, just from being careless. In my opinion, what is my favorite horror game? Okay, let me deal with this one. My favorite horror game is, Okay, now that the counters are out of the way. It's not so popular over here in the Maldives, but I do believe that it is globally popular, and it's a series called Fatal Frame. Specifically, my favoriteest game is Fatal Frame 2. In it, you usually play as a young girl who has this camera that allows you to take photos of ghosts, right? And by taking the camera, the shot the right way, you can actually exorcise the ghost. And thus far, Fatal Frame 2 is the only horror game that has ever made me stop playing a video game. Usually, when I'm playing video games, I have my room very dimmed out, right? Like even now, you guys can't see this, it's very dimmed out and it's very cool. Fatal Frame 2 had the effect, it's not even the monsters or anything, it's just the general vibe of it, right? It's a Japanese horror mythological setting of sorts, and the setting itself was so creepy. Like, just the ambience and atmosphere was so creepy, it made me stand up, flick on the lights, and turn it off a bit. I just needed a break from that oppressive atmosphere. No other horror game has ever come close to getting me to do that. None whatsoever. And that's why Fatal Frame 2, Crimson Butterfly, is my favorite. The second game itself is about two twins. One twin gets lost, and the other follows, and they end up in this deserted village of sorts where some sort of sacrifice has happened, right? And the twins are sort of like reincarnations of the older people who were sacrificed, and you're trying to stop the other twin from dying while trying to solve the mystery of what's happening in the village and dealing with the ghosts and other NPCs around. It is by far my favorite horror game. Like it recently got a bit of revival with its, I think, Mask of the Moon or something, and two other titles were released for it. Not Fatal Frame, Fetal doesn't exactly mean it. But yes, Fatal Frame. Specifically, Fatal Frame 2, Crimson Butterfly.
Your fate is sealed.
The one thing you have to understand about the Fatal Frame series is that it does something that, like, usually in a horror game, if you give somebody something like a weapon or something, right? Something to deal with whatever supernatural entity you're facing, it sort of reduces the tension because you can fight against them, right? The way Fatal Frame got me was that even with the camera, which you can use to exercise ghosts, it was just a general ambience of the game which got me. Like at that point, I was like very deep into the game, like near the end of it, and you were heading towards this well, and just the hallway, and that oppressive feeling got me to stop. Rings? Not sure I follow. What do you mean by rings? No. Well, just a well. Well, rather than a well, it was like a... Oh no, not the Ring horror movie. It has a similar ambience because, or similar feeling, I guess, because it's a Japanese, very Japanese theme, right? So I can understand why you feel that way. By well, I mean at that point in the game, you're heading to what they called the Hell's Gate, where the earlier people in history just like threw a girl off into the depths of a canyon, calling it the doorway to hell or something. And apparently it is supernatural, I mean, because if you don't feed it properly, it just opens up and swallows everyone up in the village or something like that. My memory of that game is like a bit spotty at the moment, but yes. It has a similar feeling to the Ring movie, if you watched it. Honestly, I don't even know. I didn't even realize the ghost in that. Well, I guess they do have a name. Like the entity itself, I didn't realize they had a name for it. I just remember the way it goes, that drawl it does when it's trying to crawl out of whatever is coming out. Like, once the Ring movie came out, everybody was just making that weird noise.
Your fate is sealed. Not today.
Oh wait, am I mistaken the two? Yeah, I think you are correct. That is Grudge. The drawl definitely comes from Grudge. Oh wait, the Ring. Yes, I think you're asking me whether it was Fatal Frame was based on a movie, and I do believe that is correct. I am not sure of the name of the movie, and apparently it is not only based on the name of a movie, it's also based on real life. But don't take my code for that. It's actually something the developers said. Now, how true you believe of ghosts and everything is totally up to you.
Your fate is sealed.
Whether you believe it or not, there are some things which can really scare you. But yeah, in general, Fatal Frame is the one that came closest to being my favorite one.
Let's play.
Like you. Resident Evil, Silent Hill, many other horror franchises, Rule of Rose, The Haunting, everything. Nothing has come close for me as much as Fatal Frame. Resident Evil 3 had a similar effect, but in a very different way, right? See, the thing with Resident Evil 3, especially the PS1 original, was that it had those moments with Nemesis, right? It had a very different kind of fear. Like with Fatal Frame, it's all about the oppression and that uncanny feeling, right? But with Nemesis, it was more panic-driven.
Today.
Because he would just come out of nowhere and be following you, and you didn't have any time to make any decisions, especially if you were playing for the very first time. And that terrified me. Like, not having a moment, like, if you give me time to plan out something in a survival horror game, I'm not going to be too worried about anything. But if you set something on me to chase me down a hallway, constantly, not giving me a break, then okay, you got me terrified. I did not feel that way with the Resident Evil 3 remake, but the PS1 game definitely did that to me. Like, even for the 2 remake, when Mr. X appears, it didn't feel as panic-inducing. Note taken, how to scare Mika. Release a bioweapon assassination to follow him constantly so that he doesn't have enough time to make a plan or prepare. Correct, that is one way to get me very scared.
Your fate is sealed. I'm waiting.
Oh, see, there's another factor why Nemesis was so scary, King. The thing with Nemesis was that, like, you had other creatures in other games chase you quite a bit, right? The thing with Nemesis was that you could not kill Nemesis normally with whatever handgun you had if you're playing for the game first time. Whether it's a handgun or a shotgun, it's always better to run. And you're given 2 choices as well, right? And there's one choice which is better than the other. So, the reason Nemesis was so scary was because you could not stop him at all. Like, if you had a standard psychopath with an axe, okay, I have a feeling that I can stop him. I'll probably run if somebody actually follows me with an axe, yes. But that does not mean they are not unstoppable, and that's the difference here.
Your fate is sealed.
That's the reason why, like Resident Evil 3, Nemesis stands out so much, right? Because you couldn't, at least when you're starting it back in the 1990s as a kid, and you had no idea what video games were at the moment, and somebody just gave you the disc and said, okay, play. And you were just struggling to get an answer on how to do it. Like, that was genuinely panic. Okay, also give me a second while I refill my bottle, because I have been talking for quite a bit and I feel like my throat is getting a bit sore here. Be right back, everyone. Animation, please play it for me, if you would please. Okay, there we go. Alright, now that we're after that quick break, or not so quick break, before I continue, let's actually take a look at what the Summer Games Fest lineup, right? Because I feel like that's what everyone's going to be looking forward to today. What are the rumors we're looking at? Summer Games Fest rumors. I've been trying to go in blind, but now I'm actually very curious. Okay, here's an article from Insider Gaming. Okay, okay, the first one is Resident Evil 9, what we're talking about. Okay, fine, I'll give you that. Bioshock. Kingdom Hearts 4, the Final Fantasy 9 remake. Not so substantiated, all these, unfortunately. Like, this one definitely has to be a joke, like the next Half-Life. But there's also Hollow Knight Silksong in here, so if you guys are looking forward to that, Hollow Knight Silksong might actually appear. I'll give you guys that. Like, Team Cherry has been sort of revealing little stuff now and then.
Your fate. The Sciel.
Not too much damage, but okay.
I'm waiting.
At the least, I feel like if they're gonna reveal it, the Summer Games Fest is a good place to show more of it, right? A lot of people are looking forward to it.
Not today.
Oh, Big Daddy. I guess Bioshock, right? There have been rumors of a remake of that too. But I actually feel like Bioshock... Does Bioshock really need a remake though? Like, do you guys even want a remake? Because I feel like it is, even now, pretty accessible. And despite its age, it looks pretty decent. Unless it's something like a Bioshock 3 or something. Then I'm sure a lot of people are gonna be excited. Especially if you are going back to the older locations or going to the same stuff you went to in Bioshock Infinite.
Take your shot.
Like, I will give you this. The settings for Bioshock are one of the best, no matter what. Both in the original and in Infinite.
Ready?
Let's see if we can
Your fate is sealed.
rack up a bit of damage with the last two hits. Very nice. 49.
Take your shot.
Now I sort of have to wonder, right? If other people are talking about... Like, I said Resident Evil 9 as a joke, but if people are actually considering it, then what? How true could that be? Let's take a look at another thing. Okay, they're looking at Capcom here. And, oh, okay. It's also known that Capcom has been working on an unspecified Resident Evil title. Okay, that is why the rumor is going about that it could be Resident Evil 9. And we have CD Projekt Red here, and Apparently, CD Projekt Red is working on a remake of 2007's The Witcher. They were working on a remake? That is news to me. I thought they were focusing on Witcher 4. Okay, Dune Awakening. We're definitely gonna see that. From Sega, I think this is like the moment like every Sega player, I mean not Sega, I guess Atlas, is it? Okay, the Persona 6 rumors. Like everyone's been waiting for it. I've been telling Persona fans that they are not gonna release another Persona until they're done milking Persona 5 and Persona 3. And you know what? Let me backtrack that a bit. I do not think they're gonna show Persona 6 here. If they do, it's gonna be just a slight tease. What is more likely to be shown here is the Persona 4 remake. Right? Because we have confirmation of that. With the website and all. Which sort of lends credence to what I was saying before, that they're not gonna release a 6. Till they're done and sure that they've actually managed to get take the other IPs to their natural conclusion, like make sure the Persona fans experience all the other IPs fully in a remade standard. And you know what? I'm actually down for that. I thought the Persona 3 remake was like really, really good. I am not finished that one, still in the early stages, but I did enjoy it a lot. Just drifted it away from it when Expedition popped in, because I got it very late. And so I think a Persona 4 remake is perfectly viable.
Not today.
But honestly, even though they've been milking the Persona franchise so much, I think apart from the two
Not today.
dancing titles, right? Persona 3 Dancing and Persona 5 Dancing, I think, are the weakest of the spin-offs. Everything else they released as a spin-off was actually pretty good. Like Persona 4 Dancing, the first one they released, was very good. It had its own story, it had its own plotline and characters, and the mechanics were fun to play through. It felt like a proper Persona epilogue to the original game, right? Persona 5 Strikers, also really good. Sort of an epilogue to the original Persona, not the royal one, but it felt like it followed the other one pretty well. Persona 5 Tactica, the Q games for the 3DS, all very stellar stuff. It's just the one thing that I've seen with the spin-offs that have, well, I am actually calling Atlas out on milking the fan base, and I'm actually the one being milked here right now, because I've actually played them all. But the thing is, apart from the two dancing games, which I actually played, Persona 3 Dancing and Persona 5 Dancing, those were the ones I felt were very phoned in, because it felt like if you were considering the story for that one, I'm actually getting slightly distracted here. If you're considering the story for that one, it was essentially that the Velvet Room sisters kind of get jealous that the Persona 4 Velvet Room attendant managed to have a dancing night with their protagonist. So they're like, okay, we're gonna have a dance-off. We're gonna prove who's the best MC or team, so to speak. And they repeated both storylines on both Persona 5 Dancing and Persona 3 Dancing. Like the whole thing was happening in parallel. Like the Persona 3 guys were aware the 5 guys were around, they just never met. But both of the Velvet Room attendants knew it were happening. Other than that, I felt like they cheaped out on the songs as well and the costumes. So, yeah. The only spin-off that I'm not happy to have actually bought from Atlas, despite them milking us all dry, are the dancing games. The later two dancing games.
I'm waiting. Try me.
Yeah, I'd assume Clarissa would actually like Persona 6 quite a bit. Also, now that we're getting closer to phase 2, let me just remind myself that. Take a sip here. That the impressive combo becomes a long combo, the swift combo becomes the fast combo. And let's hope that we can actually survive a few turns, because I feel like if I survive the initial few hits, I can get pretty far as long as I don't lose my focus. Once we get into phase 2, I also might not be reacting to you guys as much. I hope you guys don't mind. You guys are free to, of course, use Twitch alerts to try and interrupt me, as always, or keep chatting. I will try to respond as much as I can. But yeah, let's hope we actually get to phase 2 before my confidence is shattered by me actually losing before we get there. Because you never know. That impressive combo might sneak in a hit that kills me. Like that. With the Twitch alert. Almost there. Deal me in to phase 2. We will very likely push her. If we don't push her on the attack, we'll push her on the counter attack. So, impressive becomes long, swift becomes fast. Impressive becomes long, swift becomes fast. There we go. Impressive long, swift fast.
Not today. Try me. Take your shot. I'm waiting.
That delay. Okay, we survived our first encounter into phase 2. Now we just gotta keep our focus until the very end. If you guys want to chat, keep going. I'll respond as much as we can. I mean, we have Summer Games Fest tonight. We have to be excited for all this. But I'm also gonna focus a bit on this fight, because I feel like I'm very close to actually clinching it.
Let's speed things up.
Starting from our very... The one combo I'll have to be watching out for is a crazy combo. And that last hit for the long combo, that one gets me as well. The fast combo feels a bit easier in comparison.
Not today.
The crazy combo is always nerve-wracking. The fast combo, I'm probably gonna get hit by this since I just said that it's the easiest one. The thing with the fast combo is that it only has 4 hits, right? It's super delayed, but you can see the frames there. And if you get the timing down, it becomes easy. And the hit on the last one is especially easy because it comes after all the whooshing sounds. Even if it's like really, really delayed, as long as you're thinking of the sound effect, the whooshes, you're fine for that. You just have to keep your focus. And something that I have to keep doing while we keep playing.
Your practice, Sciel.
See there? It happens after all those wind sound effects. The crazy combo is a bit difficult for me because
Hey,
I don't actually know the frame that I'm looking for during the crazy combo. I'm just going off it by how many times I've died to that. The one frame I do know is at the very end, and it's like a split second. You have to see that when she raises her leg for that final hit.
your fate is sealed.
Now we're gonna bank on roulette really bringing the damage here.
Waiting.
Like a split second for you to recognize that frame.
Full deck. Your fate is sealed.
Oh, she has so many turns this time.
I'm waiting.
Ooh, okay. When the long combo pops in, even that one also sort of makes me nervous because the long combo's final hit. The timing for the final hit is when the camera makes that little weird movement towards you. Just a fraction of a second as it just suddenly zooms in towards you. And now we are restarting our whole damage application process by getting our sun and moon sigils. Even with the rush, she still gets a lot of turns. Ooh.
Not today.
In a way, I'm glad that we're getting the fast combo because I do feel like it's the easiest one to deal with. You just have to be like very... Oh, come on, I accidentally missed my timing opportunity here. I don't have any other skills which can put me back in Moon either. I used one too many shots, unfortunately. So what we are going to do here is reapply Rush so that we don't lose that. Oh, 9,999, very nice. But yeah, the fast combo being the easiest, is also the one she uses the most, which is very... I feel like it's a saving grace given to us by the developers, who knew there'll be someone stupid enough to try and defeat Golgra at level 15 or something. Not too much damage, unfortunately.
Take your shot. Take your shot.
Hey Sam, welcome to the stream, and yes, I am.
Full deck.
I feel like I finally got a handle on the patterns for Golgra, but we still have a long way to go. To disappoint you, unfortunately, this is the normal difficulty. I still haven't finished the game. I've gotten to this point in the story and been playing Golgra ever since, so yeah, not as impressive on as much as Expert, but I'm trying here. And now we are in our damage phase. Let's hope Roulette gives us a lot. Ooh, always feel like I missed that last hit. Always.
Not today.
Let's hope Roulette actually gives us a nice amount of damage.
Your fate.
The last 2 hits, please. Ooh. And the one combo I'm weakest against, the crazy combo. And she's using it in peril. Almost like she heard me.
Take your
Oh,
shot.
okay. Please give me a fast.
I'm waiting.
Really, it really does feel like she heard me here. What? Oh boy. Okay, I need a breather after that. Let me take a sip of water. That is the one combo that I'm always worried about. Long, I'm worried about the final hit. Fast, I feel fairly confident in, as long as I'm keeping my focus, but the crazy combo is just weird. Anyway, we are re-beginning our damage thing. I know, right? It's like she kept doing it over and over.
Try me. Try me. Try me. Let's gamble.
Okay, we are slowly chipping it away here. still a very long way to go. I don't think we're even halfway to the end of our health bar right here. Like, if you were thinking of it like cutting the health bar down the middle, maybe 25%, right? Alright. Let's keep going. I can't delay the inevitable just by talking here.
Take your shot.
Like, whenever I see the words fast, I breathe a sigh of relief. Because that is still the easiest combo for me. Alright, damage phase. Roulette, do me proud. Give me those last 2 hits. Very nice.
I'm waiting. Not today.
Ooh. So, I'm generally okay with the fast combo, but the long combo. So the long combo has 2 tricky things, in case you guys didn't know. The last 2 hits are a bit weird. The second to last one doesn't actually have any sort of sound effect, so it's difficult to judge based on sound. The last hit, like I mentioned before on stream, is the parry window is right when the camera moves into you, so you gotta be really looking for that window. Alright, here we are banking on roulette again to give us some nice damage. I'm looking at those last 2 hits. Okay, no, not the best, but okay.
Not today.
Golgra. She's starting another crazy string again.
Try me.
See? Like, no sound effect into that little camera shake. Back to the start.
Not today.
So far, so good. I am actually sweating buckets over here.
I'm waiting.
Okay, she's being a bit lenient after giving us that crazy combo string.
Deck.
I appreciate it.
Your fate is sealed.
Almost to the end of her stun bar. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I know you guys can't actually see me on stream, but I almost felt like I missed that last one. I had a moment, like a sudden moment of panic. Give me a nice hit here. Very nice. 36.
Try me.
Okay, okay, let's keep going.
I'm waiting.
Still a long way to go.
Full deck.
You really need to get lucky on the roulette hits. You know, I almost feel like you guys are also holding your breath, just waiting for me to die over here. Oh, okay, decent damage.
Take your shot.
Why am I thinking negative?
Take your shot.
But you're right, I have to think positive, I have to focus here. We're almost there, almost at the end of the stun bar. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. I appreciate that you guys are waiting for me. Waiting for my
Let's play.
inevitable. Oh, I mean, I appreciate you guys trying not to distract me, I mean. Alright, where are we? We are at the start. Rush! And let's keep our focus for the rest of the fight. Wait for the wish, counterattack.
I'm waiting.
Oh dear, somebody's flickering lights and that is distracting me.
Not today. Your fate is sealed.
Waiting for that wish.
Not today.
Guys, we are past our stun bar.
I'm waiting.
Our next objective is to reach the stack bar. I mean, the card stack over there.
Take your shot.
Roulette.
Take your shot.
Counting on the roulette to give me 999 on the counters. Just that little edge to keep the fight going.
Dead.
And now we're gonna count on roulette to give us some damage.
Your fate is sealed.
Not too much.
Try me.
She's got getting a lot of turns here because we don't have rush up. Two more to go. Her buff never runs off, unlike ours. Kinda unfair when you think about it.
Let's gamble.
Let us gamble indeed. I am actually gambling fully with the roulette picto on this, on her. And rush out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns. Hopefully, it will eliminate one turn there.
Let's speed things up.
Yeah, I did. Now we only have to deal with 4 for now.
Try me.
We are at the card stack.
Full deck.
Time to go into our damage mode. Did I? Okay, there. One more. Well,
Your fate
let's see.
is sealed. Take your shot.
Come on, roulette, don't fail me now. Very nice.
Time to strike.
I'm actually counting on roulette to give me the 999s here, because we are not getting as many turns. But if we are getting a 999 each time we counter, what just happened there? A weird effect. What? Anyhow, each time we counter, it is slowly pushing the fight forward, right? That is what I'm hoping roulette is going to do for us.
Your fate is sealed.
Oh, the last 2 hits were very weak. Very unfortunate. Come on, counter.
Not today. I'm waiting. Take your shot.
Ah, come on. The counter is actually not working against us this time. Let's see if it can give us a big hit with Sealed Fate. Last 2 hits. Last 2 hits. Ah. Nice. Like, and when you get to this point in the fight, you're like, you want to finish it as quickly as possible. That's why you want those larger hits. Unfortunately, we're back at our little prepping phase. So, yeah, lots of counters to still do.
Try me.
Even the burn marks are not proccing the roulette. Oh, and then it procs when I actually complain. I need to do that more.
Your fate. The Sciel.
Still not on those last two hits.
I'm waiting.
Almost there. Just need to keep our focus for a bit more. Last two hits. Okay, decent damage regardless.
Not today.
One more turn in our damage phase. And she's throwing out the crazy combo a lot more now.
Hey.
Oh, we didn't get a burn. I mean, we got a burn, but not a mark, which is what I'm looking for more.
Your fate is sealed.
Roulette. Don't fail me. Oh no, that was even weaker than before.
Take your shot.
Hang on, we are almost there.
Well, well.
Unfortunately, we are very much back at the beginning, prepping for our damage and trying to eliminate Golgra's moves as much as we can.
I'm waiting.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even notice. That's why we're actually getting only 3 turns now. So it wasn't a permanent buff. I didn't realize it. Wait, is that even in our snip? Oh, okay, so I actually didn't get this far last time. We are further than before. I didn't know that was a thing, so she actually can lose buff. Okay, now we just need to be like really careful and we can actually clinch this fight. All that suffering.
Take your shot.
Now Counter. Hmm. A little more.
Deck.
Come on, roulette, don't fail me now. Give me good damage.
And fate. The seal.
No, that's not good damage. That's the opposite of good damage.
Take your shot.
Oh, even the counters are not giving me the 50-50. And now she's throwing her crazy combo against me. Ooh, okay, really nerve-wracking. The last hurrah here. I think we might need one more round of buffs before we can defeat her. And yes, Sam, this is a new high score. This is definitely the furthest we've been to. Let's see
Your fate is sealed.
if we can clinch it. A home run. Just need, oh come on, just need a few strong counters.
Try me.
Like that one. Are we? Oh, we are not in our damage phase. I was hoping that one more sealed fate might have actually gotten her. You know what? Let me try that. Since I don't. Okay, do I want to use Rush here to eliminate one of her rounds, or do I want to try and hit her with sealed fate and hope for the best? Now, we've been gambling all through the fight, right? We've been using roulette to maintain our score. So you know what? Let us use sealed fate here and hope that this will be enough to at least clinch her, even if you're countering here, and not use rush. Oh, Oh, maybe I'm getting a little too greedy.
I'm waiting.
Just a smidgen. Okay, wow. Wow. Look at all those levels. Still going, okay. Ooh. It took us 80 hours. No, okay, this is not the time for the oh my god alert. I need one of you to activate the victory fanfare for me. This is definitely a moment for the victory fanfare. Oh. Okay, 1 hour. Yes, thank you, whoever activated that one. I'm guessing it was you, King. 1,011 parries, 1 hour, 20 minutes, and 1 second, with a damage cap of 9,999 to HP of 3 million. Oh. Yeah, I had a good feeling about tonight. Ever since we got to that amount on the snip over there, I had a good feeling. And now we can actually continue with the story that I've been putting off for so long. That wasn't half bad, according to her. For a warm-up? Okay. It wasn't a warm-up for me. Oh my god, Golgra, why? Why are you doing this to me? Oh, new. Whoa, wow, okay. Yeah, the Harrison. Like, everyone's level 26 because of the EXP we got. We went from level 15 to level 26. Wow, okay. And if you're looking at my attack power, it's 610. It's 610, and now we have the Harrison with 2056. This is actually a reward that is very much worth it at this point in the game. Thanks, Sam. We finally did it. That was quite an achievement, and apparently there are a lot more bosses we can do this to, so if you guys are looking forward to that, we will be doing it as we go along. Now, I mentioned this before, and I have not played Beyond the Story here, right? So what I'm gonna do for the rest of the stream is try to finish Act 1, because I believe the end of Act 1 is just shortly after we leave the Gestural Village. But before that, we also need to equip everyone with the right stuff. I have taken out everything from everyone else. So let's give Gustavo the speed stuff, because that's usually what I've been giving him. Gonna do some menuing, which might be a bit boring. Burning Mark has actually been a lifesaver for me, so I'm gonna use that. First offensive, exposing attack. Dodger, might as well, right? Burning shots too, but then we don't have Dodger. Never mind, we'll keep going that way. Mael is my critical character, so we are gonna give you as much critical as possible. But yeah, thanks for joining me, guys. Oh, yes, thank you, Sam. I am actually aware of this, and apparently, so before I went into the fight in the tournament in the story itself, a friend of mine was very, very insistent that I do it with Mael. So this is actually the sword you get from Golgra if you defeat her as Mael. You get it from the tournament itself. I've had that sword the whole time. And it is incredibly good if you want Mael to stay in vertical resistance. And when you upgrade it, I think the problem is that you get the downgraded version from the tournament, right? If you actually defeat Golgra as Mael, you get the upgraded version, or so I think. So right now, we actually have it for Sciel, the Harrison, which, now that I think about it, looks like Golgra's foot. I wasn't even looking at what it was looking like. But yes, I will actually fight Golgra a lot more times in the future. After we actually get a bit stronger and it is not around level 15. As for these two, let's take the progress bar off. 32 deaths in phase 2 is not too bad. Yeah, just so you know, Sam, I actually went into everything very blind, and like I said before, I actually have 2 save files for this game. So let's just rest over here so that we don't lose our progress after all this trouble. Now let me just hop on over to the title so that you guys know what I'm talking about here. So yeah, what I was saying before that, when I started the game, I was very, very blind. So what you see on the top here is my first playthrough. It is the same as before. I got stuck at the Gestural Village, but at that point I did not know about the solo Pictos. I did not know about any of the better ones out there. It's just that chat has been very graciously telling me about, like, hinting, right? They're trying to avoid spoiling me as much, but they're just looking at the damage I'm doing, right? it's taking me like 1.5 hours or 2 hours just to get to phase 2. And they're like stealthily hinting me, okay, you should probably go get this, you should probably go get that. What you see here, the second save file, is me. I didn't want to proceed beyond that point in the story, even though it was taking me like 45 hours just fighting Golgra over and over again. So what I did was start a new save, and that was the one that we continued here. And in that new save, I was very thorough. Like, I looked at every hint Chad had given me and found the solo pictos and everything, which has helped us considerably. Like, it cut down the time, like, so much. I will give Lune level stuff. Oh, come on now. I do not need you over here, so I will get rid of you. We will give Lune all the high level stuff. Lune is sort of my balanced character, as you can see. I've been specking stats very balanced across her. Critical burn, right? Critical burn is actually pretty good, all things considered. Marking shots? First offensive marking shots. I have actually a lot of Lumina points because of all those levels we got. Empowering augmented aim. And I guess we'll wait until we get more, right? And with that, I do believe... Oh, I can't forget about Sciel, our main girl who actually clinched that win for us. You will actually need to get rid of all the solo stuff. I am going to keep on Roulette though, because I feel like Sciel matches the most, especially with her Gambit, vibe and everything. But yes, let's give her critical burn, critical moment. Dead energy sounds nice. No, let's go with first offensive. She is our damage dealer right now. After defeating Golgra and that damage, like, compared to this, yeah, this is peanuts compared to this. Okay, well, I didn't even read this. Let me see. Consuming a Sun No Moon charge gives 1 AP. Okay, very nice. Base attack gives 1 moon charge. Oh, interesting. So what this means is that instead of using an ability to get a moon charge, I can actually just use base attack. Which means that ideally... Okay, let's equip her with speed stuff as well. Ones that don't overlap on Gustav's. What this means is that, okay, we are gonna take these out and actually give her... Do I want to give her empowering attack or exposing attack? Because we are gonna get a moon stack or a moon card from just attacking, right? It's only for 1 turn, but if you can make this count, and she goes into her... In the next turn, she goes into Twilight, we can do a lot of damage. So let's go with that for now. Do you actually have other skills that I have not equipped at all? Phantom Blade, Twilight Slash, Harvest. Seems nice to have. And let's go with Phantom Blade for now. The rest of you actually have attacks, but now we also have attributes that we can spend on considerably. Vitality. Let's give her and everyone a good spread. For each of the characters, I've actually been giving them a bit of... How do you put it? One stat that I've been focusing on. But with Gustav, I've so slowly been building into a multi-sense. Mael is all in on critical, but same. Just bumping these stats just to have some defense in case we need it. Like, Mael has to be built for critical, right? She does crazy amounts of damage. And Sciel, well, she's been all speed, which is actually not ideal. Oh, she can actually have 76 speed at this point in the game. You know what? Let's take those down and spread her out as well. I'm not sure what is the ideal spread just yet, because I am very much blind into this. But right now, our main attack power seems to be coming from Vitality. So let's give her 9 over here, 9 here. Now, essentially 9 everywhere, right? Maybe not 9, let's more of a balanced spread. There we go. Now one more point, and okay, that's doing speed. Lune, our balanced mage, not much decision making over here, just pumping everything up. Starting with her weapon stats. You know what? There is a lot of stuff locked on Gustav, right? I'm guessing we're all gonna unlock it soon. So I'm gonna keep the skills for him. For Mael, I want to build into sword ballet because I feel like that is a great weapon to have. No, great skill to have. It's either sword ballet or last chance. Okay, last chance. Like especially with the way I've been playing, just trying to parry everything. Combustion. And we need more skills anyway, so Sciel. Oh, I think I am in love with this character. After everything we've been through during the first act just fighting Golgra. I've definitely learned the most about Sciel's moveset. For Sciel, I want to move down here, because this seems to be like a really good sun sigil to have. I don't think we're going to unlock it right now. We're going to slowly make our way down to it. Down by 1 point. Not too bad. Let's equip them all. Phantom Blade will replace you with Spectral Sweep. You know what? Let's get rid of Harvest. And Twilight Slash, no. Card Weaver deals low single target physical damage. Propagates. This seems like a good one to have for AoE. So we have, if we look at the skills, 1 Sun Sigil, Sealed Fate, which I used quite a bit. We can also apply Moon just from base attacking, which is nice. Do I want Rush in here right now, or do I want something more damaging? Let's go with that for now, because I want to see more of the story, right? We haven't moved beyond this in ages. Shatter. Shatter or Strike Storm. I'm not using From Fire, so let's place that with that. Last Chance, you are definitely going in there. Spark, Perceive, Offensive Switch, Stride. Wait, did I learn skills for Lune? I did not. I have no idea where to go with this skill tree. Crustal Crush. Fire Rage. I can only choose one, right? Let's go with water, actually. We haven't been using these too much. Crippling Tsunami. Okay, now that we're finally done with all our menuing, as soon as I equip that last skill we got to Lune. A lot of Lune's skills are actually really AP dependent though. Do I want some low level ones in here? Now let's replace Thunderfall with... No, I need Thunder in there. Electrify, yeah. Oh, Electrify is already on there. Let's replace Thunderfall with Crippling Tsunami. That ought to do it for now. And now, Now we can actually go and meet Esque. Something that I've been putting off for a very, very long time. And let's see the ending of Act 1, hopefully. I believe that's a good way to end our stream considering our progress we made today. So I do believe Esque is just up there. I actually went to this area earlier in the game, and there's someone who's blocking the way. And we needed a password from Golgra to proceed, and apparently the password is just get out of my way. Yeah, that's the password. Get out of my way. Esque's nest. Esque, is it Esque or Esque? Let's rest up in here in case we run into anything weird. I do believe because we beat Golgra, we are actually a bit overpowered at the moment. What is the... Did I go here before? I don't think so. I did not. There is something here.
Nice.
And if you went down here, you probably got an expedition log, which I do recall picking up. Esquea. Okay. Okay, good to know. Thank you for the pronunciation.
Golgra said to shout the password as loud as we can. Well, Gustav.
You're the loudest. Oh, I love Sciel.
Really? Hey.
Come on, don't be shy.
Get out of my way!
You don't need to be so rude.
No. It's just it's the password.
Oh, what a gestural thing to do. What a gestural thing to do. Esquea.
Look, I am very sorry. It's just that Golgra told us that's the password, and
Come on. It's a gestural. He'll have forgotten in about a minute.
I love the gesturals. They are definitely a very high point in humor for me in the game. Now, do we actually have an area we need to explore? I thought we were going to meet him like almost immediately. Okay, the stream might go on a bit longer than I thought, fellas. Esquea. We are one very long hallway. Am I missing anything? One thing I've noticed, like on my second file, is that if you are not looking properly, the game tends to hide a lot of side paths. Like so many. In my first playthrough, I missed so many mimes and pictos just because I was not looking at it as much. And partly the reason...
Interesting decor. Esque is said to feed on light.
Are you okay, Maya?
I don't know. Getting a bit of deja vu again.
Deja
The
vu?
light here. It feels a little... I don't know. Yeah.
Well, you gotta give credit to the devs, right? They do know how to make... What? Okay, there's a mime right over there. See, this is what I mean. If I had just moved on down the way without looking, I would not have noticed that there. But now that we know, we actually have to explore the place. I was hoping that it was just going to be a cutscene where we meet SK. Wait a minute, can I actually jump down here? Whoa, I can. And can I walk in this without getting myself killed? Oh, okay, yeah, so I was just supposed to jump down. What is that in the water? Will anything happen if I'm on here? Okay, nothing, never mind. Looks like a new costume for Sciel, right? Oh, what? Sciel's not in the party? Why are you doing this to me? Oh, wow, come on, I actually missed the shot. Get rid of her shields. Hit you with Ice Lance, slow you down. You are in Virtuoso already, huh? Don't have AP for much here unless we're going to 1 health, which I don't want to do right now because I have completely forgotten how to parry everything else except Golgra. Oh, wow, we have so many turns. What is happening?
Let me help.
Ready to evade.
Okay, not too bad considering I haven't fought anything else in a while. Spark? Oh, Rain of Fire. Rain of Fire, right?
Let me flow.
We can actually break the shield now. I think I just need a spell or something that can do so. I have Ice and Light. What does that do? You know what? Let's just cast Ice again so that we have 2 stacks and we can use it on Wildfire. And I should have actually saved AP to use Overcharge on Gustave, because he can pretty much just break the enemy shield here. Missing one.
Let us stain them.
23 fire stacks, okay.
For those who come after.
Now we can actually begin doing damage.
Lost chance.
I'm doing something very stupid, but might as well try. Mayhem? Mayhem. Oh wow, okay. The burn stacks just getting the mime even before. Yep, it is the Bagay outfit for Sciel. So let's put Sciel in the party. Come on, she's one of our strongest characters at the moment. I'm gonna take out... Ideally, Mael should be our DPS, right? But Sciel is way stronger right now, and I kind of want to learn Lune and Gustave's mechanics, so we're gonna keep those 2 in and put in Sciel. Anything behind here? Oh, there's a little cavern. Oh, you're not meant to go.
This will be useful.
An odd-looking mushroom. The fact that it closed means it's... Oh, okay, so this is actually the quest item that we need for one of the Jestrels back in the Jestral village. Like, there was a little kid who was asking to help make and to improve the ultimate Sekapatate, right? And at that point, I had no idea where this was because they kept talking about a place with blue water, and we did not. Gustave acted like he knew where it was, but I had not run into it. But now that we've actually found it, I am reminded of the quest. Can I get up there? It almost looks like I can. But there aren't any handholds or something. Well, let's take a look after we get back up. I feel like I saw a doorway over there, right? Yeah, there's definitely... Okay, not there. No, there's definitely something over there. And there is a path over there to this. Something to keep in mind, I guess. Okay, now the question is, can we jump down here as well? Probably, right? Probably. Do we want to do that is the question. I say as I just fall down. There's a path up here as well, though. A path we can... Oh, there's a petanque. Now, where is the place I need to chase you to? Or do I just try and hit you now instead of trying to trap you? Okay, there's a platform. No, I need to come around. Somehow move the petanque over there. Okay. Nowhere to run. The music for this, whenever you're picking up something bonus. What? Excuse me? What are you doing? Petanque will flee in 3 turns. You are not fleeing anywhere, my good sir. Not after hitting me with all those. Let's give everyone powerful.
Ready.
I'm pretty sure Sciel can just do major damage, right? No. Do I want to use Seal Fit? Not without any stacks, right? Let's start off with Focus Portal. Ooh. Straight in the gullet. Slow it down, give us some extra moves.
Try me.
Get ready.
I'm waiting.
Get ready. Get ready.
Don't yourself. Careful now, Gustav.
Okay, we actually have enough to stun the petanque as well. But with a little luck, Seal Fate might actually clinch it. Like more than enough. Polished Chroma Catalyst, always nice to have. Color of Lumina and a recoat. I should probably give the other characters a weapon upgrade. I'm sort of guessing that is the only thing down here. Probably, right? Like, you're meant to go over there and then suddenly see the petanque down here. And then realize you sort of needed to chase it all the way around. But let's make a wide sweep of the area and make sure we don't miss anything. If you guys know there's something good, just let me know though. I like to think of myself as very exploratory, but Expedition 33 has been proving me very wrong on that account. Because I've clearly missed a lot. I mean, I know I missed a lot. But there does not seem to be the case, right? Nothing else seems to be around here. Am I even meant to be on this rock? It's very, like, janky. Okay, yeah, doesn't seem to be the case. Okay, let's climb back up and follow the path. Meet our SKA. I do have to agree, it is a very distinctive decoration. So very nice music. The music in general for the game is awesome. Very bubbly feeling over here. And I do believe that whatever gold stuff was over there. How do we climb up there, though? Yeah. It definitely meant to get there somehow, right? Maybe over here? Something? We can use, me? Possibly? You're splashing. This actually feels like it might be a situation for a grappling hook. And there we're not seeing any grapple points. One of the nicest things about the game that I haven't had the chance to mention is that if you are in the vicinity of a grappling hook and you are playing on console like me, you can feel the vibration on the controller. What is happening to the edge of the screen? So that lets you know, even if you can't see it, there's something for you to interact around there. Very oily feeling water. Now there's something else up there too. I hope you all don't mind me just taking a look around. I'll try to make it quick. Because, you know, stuff like that is around. Apparently useful, although she didn't sound too happy about us actually picking it up. Berry blossoms? It's like we have no other way to go but up. For now. Oh, cutscene.
No Esquier.
Esquier, okay. What incarnation?
Mes amis.
Hey, bonjour mon ami. Sciel? What? I don't know. He seems nice.
Oh, it's you. Hello again, my terrible swimmer friend. You finally come to learn to swim?
Oh, Sciel actually knows him.
I'm not that fond of water.
Actually, that's sort of why we're here. We need to cross the sea. Golgra said you could help.
Mon ami, a rolling stone gathers no moss.
Pardon me? In the stories, they say Esquier likes to speak in riddles.
In what way?
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
We really need to cross the sea. Would you please help us?
There's a lot of you to carry. I'm strong, but I'm not that strong. I will need Flory,
Who's Flory?
one of my rocks.
Rocks.
See? Flory helps me swim. But Flory was stolen by my arch nemesis. The one whose every step shakes the foundation of the world. The one known as... Francois.
What? Francois?
Let me guess. Francois is located deep in Nevron-infested territory, right?
Oh no. He's right next door. Over there.
Oh.
What?
Francois is my neighbor.
Okay. Well, I guess we we could take a look?
Fantastic. Good luck, mes amis. Please, bring Florrie back to me.
I am.
You seem to know me.
Yes,
How? I don't understand.
men trip not on mountains. They stumble upon stones.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, good. He has the same reaction as me. I definitely feel you there, Sciel. Not quite sure what to make of this Sciel character. Apparently we're going down that path. Let's make sure we don't miss anything over here. Can I talk to Sciel more, I wonder? We're definitely not climbing up that. Let's see if Sciel has anything else to say to Sciel. And you are ginormous. I didn't realize because of the cutscene. Fantastic. Good luck, mes amis. Please bring Florrie back to me. Okay, no unique dialogue here. There's a path over there. It's probably where we need to go, right? Meet Sciel's neighbor, Francois. Also, look for a way to get to that little ledge over there. Okay, there's a grapple. I see you. But can I reach you? Yeah, oh, okay. Not what I was intending to do. Let's run back up there. I am not sure whether this is going to work, but I'm hoping that we can jump onto the lamp and then onto the ledge, and probably, if we're lucky, we can grapple on over there. No, okay, no, maybe we can't jump onto. Maybe just get on the pot. The grapple will activate then. Okay, no, never mind. That does not seem to be the case. Game? Why is there? Okay. Definitely weird invisible walls all around. Is there another way for me to reach you? Can I just jump over there? Like that distance seems a little too far. Yep. I had a feeling and I still tested it. Oh, maybe we need to progress the story a bit. Maybe Sciel will help us. Like, he could probably lift us and put us over there, right? I'm gonna keep my eye out for other grapples just in case. Like, what are we missing here that is not allowing us to get on there? We'll come back to it. For now, let's...
The more information we get, the more
Oh, hey,
questions I
good
have.
night. It's all good.
You okay?
Oh,
sir?
Yeah. Sciel is surprising.
Yeah, considering that he seems to know you. Also, good night, King. Thanks for joining me on a very successful stream, I guess. Oh, very successful for me, anyways. Thanks for the support, as always. Oh, and I should also be going to sleep soon, because you guys might not know, but it's almost 11 p.m. over here, and I actually want to get some rest so that we can catch the Summer Games Fest live. Only 3 hours are left, right? But let's go meet Francois, or at least come across an expedition flag, and then I'll call it. Ooh. Okay, so the grapple doesn't actually allow me to get on top of the pillar either, it just pushes me to the other side. Probably a color of Lumina over here.
Perfect.
Any other grapples I should be aware of? Is that... Okay, that's the way I came from, right? It's gonna take me back. And here's a flag. Francois Cave. I should probably be resting after this, but since we're like right here, right? Might as well take a look. If they're gonna give me a flag, it's probably gonna be a boss fight. Or not, just one very empty cave. There's a path up there as well. Although the framing seems to be leading us over here. This is front?
There's nothing here.
Who dares enter my lair? You can't just walk into someone's home without knocking. That is incredibly rude.
Is that... Are you Francois? He's just a talking rock.
Wait, I thought Florrie was the rock.
A rock? I am not a rock. Do you have rocks for eyes? You certainly have rocks for brains. I am clearly a turtle. Sciel! Stop sending hooligans over here!
Stop being a meanie. They're
Being a
nice
meanie.
ones.
Then keep them on your side of the caves! Now get
Okay.
off my lawn!
A very
It's okay.
cranky
We'll leave.
neighbor.
We're just here for Florrie.
So, not only are you intruding, you're here to steal? Oh my word! Humans! Well, over my dead body! Rah!
Are we actually fighting her? Oh, we are fighting Francois. Okay, Francois, I'm not sure why you're doing this. But I'm following your commandment. Let's get rid of the shields over here. Focus foot down. Oh, wow. I'm doing so much damage. Never mind. We're probably gonna kill you in a bit, aren't we?
I'm ready.
Oh, okay. Maybe I was... No. I'm not even sure how to react to that one. Okay. Let's revive her, because I don't want to lose the EXP. And just let... just let... I don't even know what to say here. There's a sense of stupidity to the fight, as well as, like, okay, seriousness. But Sciel's so strong, it's basically a given.
Okay, let's put an end to this foolishness. I need to sleep like a turtle.
All this trouble for a tiny rock.
Take it and never come back.
Francois, you got
Oh my god.
But know that I will never stop chasing you.
But you can't move.
Scram!
See, this is why the gesturals are so amusing. Can I actually talk to Francois? Okay, I do, but it's not voice. A bit unfortunate. Because whoever voiced Francois actually did a stellar job there. Really got the angry neighbor feel. That much I can tell you. So now we can take a look at what's over here.
Francois and Sciel are very different from Gestrels and Nevrons.
You think the paintress created them too?
If not, who else?
Maybe they came from another world.
This will be useful.
Another world? Now, I think I remember, like, somebody in town actually trying to make a statue or a sculpture of Sciel. So it seems like the people in Lumiere actually have a bit of an idea of what's going on. Also, we kind of ended up here without me realizing it. Still not quite sure what the grapple on that side is doing, but we can take this one.
Well, that will help.
And maybe there's a grapple over there. I don't think I can... Oh, if we could. I definitely didn't make the jump. I will take a proper look at this cave later. For now, let's go back to SKA and call it a night. Because it's been one hell of a stream. Not much I can tell you guys. One satisfying stream for me. Alright, SKA, here's your stone.
You got Flory. That's not Flory.
What do you mean, that's not Flory?
Ha! I never had Flory. Your rock is still on the Stone Wave Cliffs.
He got me good.
Wait, does this mean you won't help us?
If you promise to get me Flory, then we can be buddies.
Can't you swim without Flory? We saw you flying just now.
Oh, you're much too heavy. I need my rocks.
Your rocks.
Alas, I've lost them all. I can do much more than swim. I can fly into space. I used to fly all the time with my best friend Verso.
We'll help you find your stones.
Oh, how lovely of you.
Wait, Francois said the Stone Wave Cliffs. Where's that?
All the way to the north. Just aim for the big 33. Woo! I'll meet
Excuse
you
me?
outside.
Okay, now we know why we couldn't reach the grapple. We were actually meant to just continue the story like we sort of legend. What? Okay, yeah. I guess if people are making stone statues back over there, then he's definitely a legend of sorts. It's a very unique one. Alley-oop. And now we're back in the room with the petanque. Feel like I saw something to the right over here while I was down. Oh, an expedition log.
Expedition 66, Marcel. Damn you, Eskia, and your stupid mushrooms. Your friend ate them with no problem, but it also seems your friend was immortal. That's the sort of extremely relevant detail that you should mention at the start. Oh, stop crying. You're not the one about to die. I can't believe this is the end of our expedition. We've learned nothing and achieved nothing, and we're not even leaving anything useful for future expeditions. Damn it all, I should never have trusted a giant talking marshmallow. Great, and now I'm losing consciousness.
Okay. There's some very dark humor in many of the expedition logs. In general, if it's something to do with the gestural, there's a bit of dark humor in there. Are we outside already?
Useful.
Energizing Star 3 will plus 1 AP on battle. So we actually got 2 new Pictas, right? And Lune took a bunch of damage. Let's heal her up. This gives 320 health. Might as well give it to you. Augmented first strike speed. Let's give this to Sciel, because you are one of our speedier characters. Okay, guys, I am gonna actually stop the stream here. We made incredible progress on our challenge today, so I'm gonna actually do the rest of the story, hopefully on stream. But for now, it's time to get some rest, or at least an hour or two before we wake up for Summer Games Fest. Good night, everyone, and stay safe. Thanks for joining. Bye.